Miami is one of South Florida's chief excursion objections, with seashores, extraordinary climate, history, culture, sports, and amusement. Downtown Miami, isolated from the Atlantic Ocean by the Biscayne Bay and Miami Beach, is an advanced city and social secret stash. From the galleries to the roads of Little Havana, you can generally discover a lot of activities. Across the Narrows, Miami Beach, with its Art Deco district, phenomenal stretch of beachfront, and fun vibe, is an absolute necessity nearby. Close by, Everglades National Park is one of a few well-known road trip objections from Miami. Plan your time and find the best places to visit with our rundown of the top vacation destinations in Miami. 1. Miami Beach. Situated on a boundary island and associated with the terrain by a progression of extensions, Miami Beach is a blend of calm areas, vivacious diversion-centered regions, and significant length of delicate sand seashores. For guests, South Beach and the Art Deco Historic District, with pastel structures from the 1930s and mid-1940s brandishing exemplary neon signs, is one of the fundamental features. A costly vacationer locale, this territory includes various beachfront cafes, shops, lodgings, and a lot of sunbathing openings. 2. Workmanship Deco Historic District. Regardless of whether you have no interest in the seashore, the Art Deco Historic District merits an excursion to Miami Beach. This engineering style, famous during the 1930s and 40s, rules the popular South Beach area. These exceptionally planned structures, in a scope of pastel tones and showing huge neon signs, were constructed following an overwhelming typhoon that struck in 1926. Many are lodgings and eateries, the majority of which have been flawlessly re-established. Along a portion of the central avenues, canopies on the lower level of these structures give shade to open-air eating zones. 3. South Beach. Situated at the southern finish of Miami Beach is a wonderful stretch of sand known as South Beach. This wide segment of seashore fronts the sea in the neighborhood of a similar name. Frequently pressed in summer, this is the most famous seashore in Miami and one of the top seashores in Florida. It's a spot to see and be seen, yet additionally a spot to swim and appreciate the shallow waters, get away from the warmth, and absorb the sun. A cleared walk lines the seashore, and in behind is Ocean Drive, where drivers journey gradually by and take in the sights. 4. Vizcaya Museum and Gardens. This National Historic Landmark, set on 28 sections of land, was the lavish winter home of 20th-century industrialist, James Deering. Implicit 1916, the house highlights 34 rooms organized around a focal yard. It took in excess of 1,100 specialists and experts to finish the Vizcaya project, large numbers of whom were brought over from Europe to guarantee genuineness in plan. 5. Everglades National Park. Everglades National Park, simply a short drive from Miami, ensures one of Florida's most extraordinary common highlights. These swamplands, covering about 1.5 million sections of land, are home to gators, crocodiles, snakes, and birds. This entire zone is basically a shallow stream streaming out to the sea. Inside the recreation center is an instructive visitors center, just as strolling trails and promenades for natural life seeing. Perhaps the most well-known strolling trails in the recreation center is the Anhinga Trail, which leaves from the Royal Palm Visitor Center. This path is not exactly a mile long yet leads through landscape where guests are probably going to see crocs and different creatures. This path is wheelchair available and non-arduous. 6. Bayside Marketplace. Bayside Marketplace is an enormous outside-style shopping center with in excess of 150 forte and vacationer shops, various bistros and cafes, and everyday live diversion. Guests will locate some notable corporate retailers, just as numerous novel, standout places. The commercial center draws local people just as travelers. As might be apparent in the name, the shopping center is situated along Miami's waterfront, watching out over moors and boats. Numerous individuals come here just to absorb the environment. 7. Little Havana and Calle Ocho. Little Havana, the Cuban area of Miami, isn't known for its abundance of vacation destinations yet more for its unmistakable social scene. Cafes and claim-to-fame food shops line the roads, and Latin music floats through the air. Local people associate in the open spaces. Paintings effortlessness the dividers of structures, showing significant Cuban figures and scenes of day-by-day life. Calle Ocho is the fundamental lane going through the area and home to a large part of the action, however Little Havana spreads well past, into the encompassing roads and roads. For human watching, the territory offers a lot of amusement. Furthermore, obviously, this is the spot to come for Cuban cooking. 8. Bayfront Park. Bayfront Park, on the east side of Biscayne Boulevard, is a 32-section of land green space, neighboring the Bayside Marketplace. The recreation center has a few fascinating landmarks and models. One of the interesting highlights is the electronically controlled pepper fountain. Different features incorporate the Challenger Memorial, celebrating the team of the Challenger rocket, the light tower, an amphitheater utilized for melodic exhibitions, all things considered, and a kids' jungle gym. Local people frequently come here to run or stroll on the cleared path. 9. Zoo Miami. Zoo Miami houses in excess of 3,000 wild creatures, including 40 jeopardized species. In contrast to numerous conventional zoos, creatures here are assembled with different species they would typically exist together with calmly in the wild, and kept in settings like their regular living spaces. Perhaps the most charming encounters at the zoo is taking care of the giraffes. Children will be astonished as these delicate monsters reach down with their long necks to cull a treat from their hands. 10. Wilderness Island. Wilderness Island is a bird-safe haven, untamed life, natural surroundings, and professional flowerbed. Parrots and other fascinating birds fly about in tropical woods settings, some of which partake in day-by-day shows. Bigger creatures, including tigers, primates, crocodiles, turtles, monkeys, and orangutans are likewise a major piece of the fascination. The nurseries contain around 2,000 assortments of extraordinary plants, including heliconias, bananas, orchids, and bromeliads.